Welcome back to the channel. This week I'm back out on Minnesota's North Shore with Becky. We head way up the shore this time into Minnesota's only mountain range, the Sawtooth Mountains, where we explore one of the many epic North Shore trout-filled rivers. We do some hiking, fishing, and camping, all while enjoying some perfect spring weather. So find your favorite seat and get all your snacks ready for this epic adventure.
All right, here we are at the mouth of the Cascade River. That is Lake Superior out there, and Canada is not that far that way. So we are going to do some trout fishing on the river today. There's not hardly anybody at the park. There's hardly anybody on the North Shore today. The drive up here was desolate. So we seem to have this whole river to ourselves right now, and it's beautiful out here. Spring has just started on the North Shore. So it is beautiful. The birds are chirping, everything's blossoming. The forest is coming to life up here on the North Shore. So we plan on having a good time trout fishing, doing some hiking, and some camping. All right, Becky seems to have found a spot to dip into the river. Just gotta do a little bit of cliff hiking here. But this is a beautiful spot. Let me show you. Look at that. All right, we're not having too much luck right now with the fish. We haven't even seen a fish aside from my first cast in. A fish came right to the surface for my lure, and then it didn't bite on and hold on to it. So, but I think we're gonna fish this area right here just a little bit longer and probably find another spot, maybe some nice pools to fish in. We are at these falls that has a nice pool coming down right here. So we're gonna try this spot What an epic spot though. Look how cool this looks. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to get a little bit better footage. Now this is what I caught the fish with. I'm not even sure what this is. I found this on the rocks over there when we were leaving our last fishing spot. It's just a single hook. I'm not sure what, it's got confetti it looks like coming off of it, but I'm not even sure what this is called. Anybody knows what it's called, drop a comment. But to me it's just called free lure. All right, the one downfall about that fishing hole was it was way, way, way down that cliff. That was a workout coming back up. All right, we are picking up our overnight packs, and then we're gonna head to the Trout Creek campsite and camp there for the night. So hopefully it's not too busy there on this Sunday night.
I'm pretty sure we've gone 0.34 miles.
All right, you're back on trail. Back on the SHT, actually. It's the trail that started this whole YouTube channel. But we are about, it said 0.3, like 0.3 miles ago to get to the campsite. So we've got to be very, very close. But it's a beautiful, scenic hike to get to this campsite. So really can't complain too much. Okay.
All right, that's gonna call it for today. It was a epic day of fishing and just an epic setting everywhere we went today. This park is a gorgeous place to be, and there was hardly anybody here all day today. We probably saw like a handful of people all day. So it's just been nice. We've got this campsite all to ourselves. Got the river out there to listen to all night. There's just nothing better than this. So we're crashing out early. It's about 9 o'clock, even though it's still light outside. But we're crashing out early, and we're gonna wake up early and get some fishing in. So I will check back in the morning. All right, good morning. It's probably 6 a.m. and it got cold last night. It got down to 41 degrees. But I slept good. I mean, my face was cold, but I just got inside my sleeping bag and stayed warm like that. But now I need some hot cocoa to warm up this morning, because like I said, it is chilly. But what a wonderful night sleeping next to that Cascade River. The sound of that river all night is like nothing else. So I'm gonna make this hot cocoa, we're gonna eat some breakfast, and then we'll probably get some fishing in this morning before we take off. Check back in a little bit. Well, Becky's so addicted to fishing, she's already out there fishing. She didn't even make her morning tea, didn't make any breakfast. She just spooled up her rod and she's gone. So I'm gonna drink a little bit of this hot cocoa, warm up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go down to the river and see if she's having any luck. I'll probably bring my pole down there too and test out my luck, but I gotta drink some hot cocoa first and get a little bit warm. Like I said, it's chilly out here this morning. It's supposed to be 65 degrees today, so should warm up pretty quick here. All right, I have finished my morning breakfast and hot cocoa, and now I'm looking for Becky. She said she went to a different spot on the river. Oh, I see her. She's just a little bit further down than what we were last night. So let's see if we can't catch any fish in this river today. Well, right before I walked down here, Becky had caught a little tiny fish. Nothing to write home about. But when I first came down here, a big old beaver just popped up right here. And we've been kind of fishing for like 10 minutes after we saw the beaver, and I think he scared away all the trout, because I'm not getting nothing, and she's not getting nothing. We've been fishing this hole now for 15, 20 minutes. So I'm gonna move further down the river and see if I can't find a better spot.
get the fish. All right, I feel like that spot we were at is fished out. Like I said, once that beaver came through, I feel like he scared away all the fish. But upriver, there's a waterfall. And I'm thinking at the bottom of that waterfall might be a good spot. And some trout might be laying down and hunkering down in front of the falls. So I'm gonna try to make it there. Even though the river's way down there now, I'm taking this trail trying to get down to the river. I don't know if I should keep hiking, trying to find a spot down by the waterfall, or just go down to the river now and try to rock hop. I don't know. Decisions. All right, you can see the waterfall right there I'm trying to get to. It looks like I can rock hop there. So I'm gonna try rock hopping the whole way there because the hills are just cliffs all around right here. So there's really no way to just take the trail right to it. But man, does that look epic. Let me zoom in on that. We can get a picture of that beautiful waterfall. Well, this spot looks very promising. This was not easy to get to, and it's surrounded by cliffs. Not many people, I'm sure, have seen this waterfall. This is a pretty cool, secluded spot. And there's a nice pool right out here, which I'm hoping that's where the trout are at. So I'm gonna give it a try and see what kind of fish I can pull out of this epic fishing hole. Oh, that was a good one. First cast. Not bad, not bad. All right, this was a fun little fishing hole. This was, I got 3 on, landed 1, one didn't get landed and one kind of got off halfway reeling it in. But yeah, there's definitely fish in this little fishing hole here. So this was a good time. Another epic spot to fish. These past couple of days, these have been the most epic places I've ever fished in my life. And I've been to Alaska. I feel like these spots are better even. But I'm calling it for the spot. I'm gonna get back over to where Becky's at. I don't know if she's gonna want to come over here and fish, but I can see her way down the river down there. So I'm gonna see how her luck has been down there. All right, Becky's made it down to the river here, or to the falls. So she's trying her luck right here. So who knows, maybe we get one more fish before we take off for today. All right, we're all packed up and we're getting ready to head out. An epic adventure this weekend. All those places we fished were probably the coolest places I've ever fished in my entire life. And like I said, I've been to Alaska before. So definitely epic out here. And the mosquitoes weren't bad. This morning, they're hovering around a little bit. So I'd say by next weekend, it's gonna be mosquito season out here. But like I said, we're heading out of here. It was a great trip. See you on the next one.